So ignore my hair. I was finna go to bed until my boyfriend got up because I was tired, because I was going to go ahead and test these candles, but I was like, because I've been wanting to do it like all day and I still got to make my other 2 testers. But when I got home and I was laying down and stuff, and I had ate and then he went to sleep, so I was just watching YouTube videos and I was about to go to sleep and I was getting kind of bored. I was like, I don't want to be obligated to be testing these and be about to fall asleep or trying to keep myself up. But he's up now, so now I got my energy. So I'm gonna start testing these, in which at least I know the hot throw is good, so that's good. Now I just have to, you know, to make sure I have it on paper and record it and stuff like that. So basically just prove that I tested them to make sure they were safe and whatnot, and that my wick is going to be good for this, for these candles. So I think what I'm gonna do is, I think I may test both of them. I don't know, cause this doesn't shut and I don't want to get a headache. That door doesn't shut. The bathroom does. That's why I've been doing pretty good in the bathroom. I go in there and I smell it a little bit, and I can say, okay, it's looking good, it's smelling good, boom, we done. So I don't have to sit in there all day or be smelling it out the room. So I want to test both of them, but 2 candles at the same time, I had a headache. And it's crazy because I didn't even get a headache until I went to sleep and I woke up. I didn't even get a headache during the day when I was doing all that testing, because I tested 4 candles. And that clean cotton candle, 1, it smells amazing. 2, the hot throw was so good on it in my double wick jar, but you know, it was burning a little hot, and that's because that was one of the candles that I didn't cut the wicks how short they're supposed to be, in which I made sure I did it with these. And then regardless with these, I haven't had problems with these, thank God, God forbid, amen. So I'm gonna go ahead and test these. My favorite is my cranberry scent, so I want to test that. Like I told y'all, I don't know if it's gonna be the same vlog or what. Maybe it'll be a different vlog. I'll link it up there. If it is, if it's the same vlog, cool. When I was supposed to make full test candles of these, right? Because I'm like, I got wax to blow, let's go ahead. You know, I'm still trying to decide, do I want to keep using this wax or another wax? I do need, and of course I am going to change my wax at some point. I just don't know if I need to or want to necessarily now. So I was supposed to make a full candle like this one, but I ended up wasting my fragrance oil, and thank God I had just enough left. But really, I still didn't have it. I didn't have enough. I had to use the rest that I had in here, other than the exception of 1 ounce that I did not need. So yes, I only made a half tester, and then I made sure I saved the wax and I measured out a piece of the wax. So I got half of the recipe in here. But you know, that's cool. It's cool. I can still see how it performs. It's just, I do it from the top because these are a little tapered. So that's why I kind of want to do it from the top. Even though like with my peach candle, I think it was a candle that I had cleaned either on last vlog or this vlog. It was one of like the lower candles. It was like this. This isn't the exact one, I don't think. Yeah, this isn't the exact one, but this is how it looked. I burnt it towards the bottom and I made a half candle, and it smelled really good. It burned really good. I'm just, you know, testing these for, you know, reassurance purposes, because I haven't tested, you know, in a little while. And then I just want to make sure that it does good, how my jars are like tapered at the top. So I'm gonna go ahead and get testing on those. And I probably may start with my half candle, and we're gonna start from there. Okay, so I have to go right now, so I'm gonna blow this out. It's been going for about, I think, an hour or 2. This is how it's looking, really nice. And it smells good. It's not the best hot throw, but it is there. Maybe we just have to wait until it gets a full melt pool, wait till it gets a little lower, but that's where we are. Okay, so I just relit it. I actually didn't have to go anywhere. It was actually a change of plans. So this is how it's looking. Nice, tough flame. No smoke or soot. It's without a trim, and it's only been a few minutes since I first extinguished it. And this is how it looks. So it definitely looks better at the top, or it's more acceptable, at least at the top. And then when it gets lower, you know. So I think that's how it prefers to be. Just let it go from the top to the bottom. So when I do test it from now on, it probably would not be best to start with them with a fresh cut wick in a half tested jar. So, well, in a half poured jar. I think this makes more sense. Okay, so I have this one burning again. I just gave a little trim, and I gave this one a trim too, because I think it had I gave this one a trim. As you can kind of see, the mushroom still there, and it burnt clean all the way across. will say the scent throw is minimal because one of these candles, I had the wax all the way to 200. You know what? I think it was this one. This is the one I had to hurry up and get half of and then heat it back up so I can make this half candle because, you know, I had to rush because the fragrance oil had fell over in waste. So this one was at a good temperature. This one had went to 233 and it's smelling good. This one, you can smell it, but when you mostly smell like the wax, or it's not as like good of a hot throw. So this one, you know, I just get to see how it burns, and it does burn pretty clean. You know, you just got to have a wick certain lift, I guess. Or really, you just got to have it start from the top. This is what it looks like. I think it is preferred to start from top, if that even makes sense. You know, I think I am going to switch my waxes. You know, I've been going back and forth trying to see what I want to do, but I think I am going to be changing waxes. And I was thinking, I don't know if it's doing too much because I'm changing everything at that point, but I was thinking maybe I should go ahead and go to my textured labels and just go ahead and go for the ones that I really like, which are from Alibaba by my vendor on there. And I was thinking, you know, with coconut wax and stuff, I just think with that wax change, like a luxury wax, just a coconut wax, I think a white crispy label would stand out so much with the fact that it's coconut wax. And then also, I didn't even think about this, but it honestly goes really well and it makes a lot of sense. Because if I change my wax, then those old labels that I got from Print Pyre will no longer be in effect because those will be a different wax. So it makes sense. So I would have to start over and get all 8 or 10, however many fragrances I have. I would have to get all, you know, labels for every single scent instead of, you know, being able to use the first one that I had, even though they had my old business name on it. As long as I would have kept the wax the same, then I could have kept using those if I kept the same design, even though I just had my different name on it, you know, my business name, since I changed that. But honestly, that's fine to me. You just say, you know, old packaging from my, you know, before my rebrand, which I've already said and kind of told my customers about. So there's that. Since I will be changing the wax, I can't, you know, use the leftover that I have and then only have to get 4 or 5 of the new scent labels. Now I have to get them all because I changed the wax regardless of what texture I keep. So I think that'll be cool. And regardless, it'll be a few $100s anyway, because on sheet labels, I get like 25 to 100 sheets for like $25 to $28, which is very cool. And they're pretty much the only one that even has the kind of like one printing. Even I haven't gotten it yet, but I'm assuming they would have printed nice. And you don't need a template, you just, you know, turn in the image and they print it like that. So I think that's the best way to go about it, instead of trying to, you know, do a self template and then it could be off template instead of, you know, letting the, you know, professionals handle it. So I think that's really good. And y'all remember how I said I wanted to try that cocoa wax from, well, the place I wanted to try it from was Virginia Candle Supply. And guess what I just found out? Because theirs isn't the regular AccuBlend of it, theirs is their own special one, right? And I was going through Facebook trying to see and do some research about what wicks were preferred and were best for their wax. So I went looking it up, and then I seen someone say they don't do one-shot waxes, so they use the AccuBlend 83 coconut wax because more people sell it, so they are always in stock. And I didn't realize, it didn't click in my head that since it was an AccuBlend, it was their own blend, just like how I got a specific wax from Candle Science that I use that only they supply. It's the same way with Virginia's candle wax, because there isn't the regular one. I don't know what it is. I am just attracted to the waxes that nobody else has. I don't know what it is. And another thing too is that when people, you know, tell you, or I just see a lot of reviews on the wax, I go for the one with the with not a lot of reviews on it. For some reason, just because it's different to me. I don't know why. And another thing is too, when they say a wax, I choose a different wax anyway. Like I go look at it like, ooh, this one looks cool, even though this one has the most research and the most reviews, and it says it's good, this and that. It has wig recipes and recommendations and stuff. And I'm still looking at the other waxes and I'm like, why am I doing this? There's less research here. Why am I putting myself in a position to where if I get this wax because, oh, this look cool, this and that, I don't know what it is, I just automatically go for the ones that have less attention because they're different to me. But I don't need different, I need something that works and that's proven to work. So I'm glad I figured that out. I'm like, I'll put myself in the same position about some manufacturing and supply chain issues when I'll be doing the exact same thing. Okay, so update from my last video about me thinking about changing my wax. I actually go ahead and bought the wax from a lot of places sell it, but I got it from California Candle Science because they have, I'm trying out CD wicks. I want to try every wick there is that I have a recipe for, to try, because I've been doing a lot of research. So I found wick suggestions for HSPS LX, even though I have a bad experience with them, but I'm thinking it's just Candle Science or the wax I was using, I don't know. I say some for HTP, but I don't like HTP because they lean, they extinguish, so I'm not going those. Premier, CD, and CDN. I feel like I'm missing one, but I'm not sure. So those are the ones that I am going to try. I have LX from my last, encounter with Candle Science. So that's what I was using with my black jars that I don't have on me right now. I think they're up there, and then the other ones are over there that I haven't gotten sold yet. Maybe because they are a bit expensive, especially to ship too. So I got my LX here with my trim wicks because I sold the big packs that I had. And I have a recipe from, I think, 740 to 750 for that wax as well. And then I think it's CD from like 7 to 9, CDN to 7 to 9, HSP 40 something to 50 something. I'm missing one. And HT, I don't know what HTP is, but so really, honestly, I wanted to try HSPS, but I would get those wicks from Hive and Honey, and I just say, you know what, I'm just gonna buy the wax and just some CD wicks from them. And I got Premier, and luckily enough too, I had some LX, so I thought I was gonna have like one option, which was Premier if I wanted to go the cheap route. And I got 2 of the sample packs per size for the CD wicks, even though I think CDN may work better for burn and HSPS may work better for the hot throw, which is why I really want to try those. But I have all of the wick selections, each one's like 2 to 3 per wick choice or wick series in my car for Hive and Honey, so that's about $40. So I already gotta spend about $50 on a wax. So I said if I can, I'm gonna wait. So I said if I can, I'm gonna wait on those and just try my Premier wicks and also try the CD wicks, because from this California Candle Supply, that's where I got my CD wicks from before. No, I never had CD, I had Eco wicks, but I got it from Etsy. I chose the Cocoa 83 wax because a lot of people sell it, even though I'm like, you know what, I can keep using my wax because it has really good hot throw, but it's like I don't want, if I got sinuses and I can get headaches, I don't know if it's from the fragrances or just the wax, I don't know. Because the fragrances can't, because they are potent, they're really potent. But I mostly get a headache when I'm burning them, or certain fragrances, I don't know. So I'm thinking, even if it is not the wax and it is the fragrance oil, in my head is like, if it's the oil, I could get a headache, no matter what wax I use because it's the oil. But I have heard that even though some people may get headaches from those oils once they change the wax to a cleaner burning wax or just a different wax in general, because you never know what it may be. So it could just be if that wax isn't for them, or whatever. So I don't know. I have seen that people have said they have gotten headaches before from candles and fragrances, and when they change the wax, especially to a coconut wax, because people can be allergic to soy too, because soy is what it is, and people can be allergic to soy products. But I have heard that coconut, once they changed to coconut, they didn't have headaches anymore, even if it was the fragrances. So I don't know, but I'm just give it a try, because I don't know if it's paraffin or not, if it's fragrances or not. I have no idea, but I do want to give it a try. And even though in my head I feel like it could be a waste, at the same time I gotta look at it on the positive side, because there are a lot more positives to it. Because one, the thing is kind of like 50-50 for the positive / con side for the coconut, because it's luxury. So it typically is more expensive than another wax, like a parasol, like a paraffin, or a pure soy wax. So that would, be a lot cheaper, because I would have gotten the wax from Hive and Honey, but they were a little more expensive. It wasn't that much expensive, I just tried to save some money, but in my head I was hoping that it should be the same, because it comes from the same supplier / manufacturer, like $1 or $2 less expensive, so I went for them. And also they sell a lot of like the CD wicks, and I don't know about LX, but I know they sell CD and Eco wicks, and I think HTP. So I'm like, okay, so if the CD wicks work, I can get my wax and my wicks from the same supplier. Yeah, so that's if I like the wax. The con / positive is kind of because it's a luxury wax, so it's more expensive. But it is still less expensive than my paraffin wax. And I bought 6 sample wick packs, because you only get 5, so I wanted 10, because I have like, a few fragrances to test. So I could have got the 5, but just in case, it's okay. So if I like the one, I want to go ahead and test all of my scents with those sample wicks. So I got 2 packs of each size, which was I think 3 sizes. So I got 6 packs of those, including the 10 or 11, I'm not sure what, I think it's 11 pounds, but 11-pound wax slab from them, which still ended up being cheaper than my wax itself that I was using, that paraffin, and also the wax itself from Hive and Honey, even though it is a luxury wax. And it could be more expensive than, you know, if I found a soy or a parasol that worked well, you know, it still looks expensive than my wax now. And 2, another positive is, you know, it's coconut. So it's a luxury wax. So I can sell it for more if I want to. People be like, oh, ooh, it's coconut, it's different and stuff like that. That's a plus. And also a third thing too is the fact that it is known to be cleaner burning, and it still should have a better hot throw than soy. Even though it may not be the best as paraffin, or it could be as good as paraffin, but it still has decent hot throw and it's known for that. And also being a cleaner wax steel. So that's, you know, the third thing, or fourth thing too. And then I'm off, you know, count with it. Another thing is too, multiple suppliers sell that wax. So if they're out of, you know, if they're out of the wax, I can get it from here. Or if they're having a special or a sale, I got a coupon, I can use them. So how I'm gonna test it is, I've been thinking about cleaning all these jars all over again because I have prepared for wax in them. But realistically, I don't have 2. I have 2 cleaners right here, thank God. So what I'm gonna do wickless testing, or even if I don't, I can just dig the wick up and remelt the wax. What I plan on doing is just filling my jars with the wax and then poking a hole in it, putting my CD wicks in here. So starting out with my whatever I think is the best, or just starting from the lowest one I have. See how that burns, take it out if I need to, switch it, boom. And then this one can have my Premier wick in it, and if I want to test the LX, I can do that too. Or say if I tested all the CDs, didn't really like them, then, or if I did, but I still want to see if another wick works well, I can just take that one up and still place another one in there and remelt it, smooth it out. So that's how I'm gonna test it to see the best option for a wick. And then after that, whichever I found is best, then I'll test with my fragrance oil. I do need some more of my fragrance oils because I think I do have enough, because how I test it, I do, or I should have enough for a full tester, but some of them what I tested twice because I made a few testers in here first. I did these testers, which ended up burning kind of like really hot, but I think that was because it was kind of like really low in the jar. And even with one of these that I had did, it's not this one, but when I started from the middle, for some reason it soots a lot more than it does from the top. It burned clean with only a little soot, and the only reason why I has that because I left the wick on, well, like, you know, it's a little burnt end, just to see how it would burn if I relit it, in which the flame was a little high, but it was still good. So yeah, so when it burns from the top, it's clean burning, it cleans the sides, and it's nice. But when it starts from the middle, I'm assuming that when it starts from the middle, it's a little caved in, and it's also starting a burn in the hotter side of the jar because it's inside and it's, you know, encased like that. And it's also starting from a fresh wick. So I think that's the issue, starting from a fresh wick at the middle of the jar. I don't know if it's just that wax, so I need to learn from that. I don't know if it's just that wax, or, you know, so basically I shouldn't probably do half testers is what I've learned. Maybe just with that wax. I don't know how to be with my coconut wax. Maybe I can test it from the halfway point. Don't know, but I think honestly it is best anyway. That'll be more down the line anyway when I start testing more fragrances and add them to my collection and stuff, and testing the hot throw. But for right now, I do need to fill the jar up to see how it burns from top to bottom, because there's a new wick and a new wax for me. Then after that part, then I get to see how the hot throw goes. Okay, so I just got my new wax in. I'm gonna open up some of these lights on here. Even though it ain't much, but it's something. So I got my new wax in. It is so small compared to other wax. I gotta show y'all. Yeah, but I know I don't intro or outro much, but hello, welcome to my video, even though I think it's already further along into the video. My name is Destiny Hope, owner of, formerly known as Destiny Hope Candles, now Bronzewickcandles. If you are a fellow candle maker or just, you know, want to get into it for a hobby, all of my links down in the description, including my storefront links and the other affiliate links, are affiliate links where I am in some way associated with the company by recommending you a product or anything like that, or a service, and I get a small commission off of any purchase that you make at no cost of you. Of course, it's just for me recommending you something and you enjoying it enough to purchase it or subscribe to it. But if you guys But if you guys want to support in any whichever form, that is one way to support me. Just by clicking the links, not even purchasing anything. And you know, regardless of any of that, thank you for those of you who watch me, who comment, who have subscribed, and who watch me daily and whatnot. No, not daily, because I don't upload daily. Okay, so here we got our package right here. And this is significantly smaller than my wax down here. That is 10.5 pounds. I guess it's almost the same size, but y'all know I used up a good bit of this when I was making these candles over here. Even still got some left in here that I gotta clean out. So I'm gonna open this up. There's already some open here. So I'm just open it from there, probably the easiest way. And I saved my packaging, of course. All right. So that's our wax here. Okay, so first of all, as you can obviously see, okay, I see how they did it. It is a slab. Oh, and this is actually more. That's good. I like that. So it is a slab, but they cut it in two. I like that. So as you can see, it is the Coconut 83 wax. And then I got the free sample of the cocoa butter cashmere because I do like that scent. And I tried it before from the flaming candle, but I'm not using them right now. Okay, so and we also got some CD wicks. All right, so I see that they. Okay, no, I thought they screwed up again. Okay, I thought they sent me 7, 8, and no, I thought they sent me 7, 9, and 9, but I forgot I ordered 2 of everything. So I got 2 CD7s because you only get 5 of them. And say if it does work out, God willing, I can test all of my other scents over here with no issue or having to go back and buy anything else and wait for that to come in. So we got a 7s, our 2 CD8s, and our 2 CD9s. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started because all I have to do is just measure out enough wax for my jars here, and there we go. So I'm just gonna melt it to the temperature that I found, which is around 200 degrees Fahrenheit. So I don't know if I'm gonna pour both of them because I'm not sure if I want to test 2 different wicks or end up wasting more wax or something. I don't know. But realistically, even if I do test 2, it will be unscented. All I do is just dig it back out, melt it, add fragrance, and boom, do like that. So it kind of makes sense because I have all of these wicks here. I have some LX from Candle Signs that I'm not sure about because of the wax coating, but we'll see. And you know, regardless if they do work, I can just get them from Candle Signs. And then of course we got our Premier wicks here, and now our CD. And I do have some Eco, but I only have those for the double wicking. Well, actually, no. I think, yeah, for the double wick recipe and the single wick recipe includes the same wicks. I'm just not going to do this Eco wicks here. I'm gonna save those for my double wick jars. And I haven't really seen Eco being talked about being really good. More than any other wick, I haven't seen that being talked about with this wax. So I'm gonna go ahead and probably do one candle for now just to see how the CDs work. We're really interested in trying that one right now. So I'm gonna do that. I wanna honestly start at around 8, but it probably does make sense just to start from the bottom or the smallest one and then work my way up. But I do really wanna try the 8 just in case. Even though I am gonna be doing wickless testing, so it shouldn't be that much of a difference or a problem or anything like that. go melt this down. Okay, so we got our wax heated up, and it's like this yellow color. Smells a little different. So I heated it to around 215 something. It's 203.2 right now. You know what I forgot? I forgot the, oh, okay. Thank God, okay. I don't know, I forgot. I'm doing wickless testing. And I will do a quick little wipe for any dust or anything. I'm not even using fragrance oil, so we're just gonna pour this. Okay, so I just got a call, and so I just had to pour off camera, but this is how it's looking. Hot, it's really, really hot. It's looking pissy yellow, but we're gonna let this cool right now, and then I'm gonna come back in when it solidifies, poke a hole with my old thermometer that no longer works, and we're gonna make a hole like that. So yeah.